Good afternoon and welcome aboard. This is the Sunset Safari here on SafariLIVE, and you are now with me here on Eco Training Pridelands Conservancy. My name is Chris Erasmus, and with me on camera ops is Owen Dell. Our plan is spend some time here at the water hole, and then we'll try and see if we can't find those lions again from this morning. Chances are very good that they are still indeed lying where we left them or in close proximity to that area. So that's going to be our plan, and then after that anything else that we can find.
We've got a water monitor blocking our path. It's lying on this little concrete crossing on Central Road, obviously just enjoying a little bit of afternoon sun in a, by the sounds of it, much better pose than yours or your croc. You can see the way that he's got his legs, say it because I can't sex it from here, but legs splayed out to maximize body temperature or absorption of the sun. They're unable to control that inner temperature like mammals can, like we can. So it relies on warming up just to get to a good efficient temperature to operate, and that will keep him going through the much cooler night, because it is cooling off in the evenings now. Of course, not as bad as it will do in winter, where it does get very cold. Not into the minus figures, but it can certainly get down to low single figures, particularly along low-lying areas like drainage lines, where you're going to find animals like this.
We couldn't bring ourselves to leave such a cute little dust bathing scene. This crested francolin is having the time of its life, picking through the fresh sand, having a roll, kicking sand up onto its belly and its back. It is really having a time of this. And this is a really important part of any bird's day. Oh, we've got another fight breaking out. I love how when the fights happen, everyone else comes in. What is happening? Bit of a dominance spat, perhaps. My little dust bath, nobody else's. So they seem to be getting frustrated when one dust baths on its own. I don't know if that's something that would frustrate them, but maybe it is. Maybe they don't want to be left out of the fun. On this side, patience has paid off. This is the burned teat female that is now facing us, with the oxpeckers making her a bit nervous. Listen to them calling. That very high-pitched, that's the oxpeckers. They're basically warning her that we are here, and there is the male to the left, and they finally come out into the open at the base of the termite mound, just like I thought they would. Hello, boy. So you can see how nice and green that grass is here at the base of the termite mound. Termite mounds are so good for recycling nutrients underground. So what they're doing is they're taking advantage of that grass that's got that extra flavor, extra nutrient content, and they're having a great time. Now you will hear that there is another vehicle in the sighting with us. Very excited to be seeing rhinos for their first time ever. How cool is that?
As we're sitting up with these beautiful elephants and all having a little drink, and that little one was just in the mud at the, oh, not that one, but there's another one that's in the center, much smaller, and they had a little bit of a roll around in the mud and in the water itself. But yes, it's also quite a scorcher of a day here at Madikwe, and definitely this. And of course, I think there's going to be many more other elephants that's going to be coming down this side this afternoon. So we are just going to give it a little bit of time, because there was a big family herd that was just here now, but they have pushed off into the thicker areas. So we're just the remaining ones that's just still having the last bit of the afternoon drink before they decide to move off as well. Hey, you guys are so cute, especially those little ones. Oh, so adorable. Definitely, I think I've had one of my best elephant sightings ever, and that's in here at Madikwe, because the amount of elephants that we've seen, on top of that, how many young ones we've seen, the calves playing around, rolling in the mud, enjoying the water. It has just been it's been magical. Alright, well, we are sitting here at the moment here in Madikwe. We've got a genet, but it's very difficult to find it. It's just gone behind that clump of grass that's in frame at the moment. I'm just hoping that it does decide to pop out there. Come on. Oh, there he goes. Oh, there he goes. He's just caught something. He just caught something. He caught a mouse. He just caught a little mouse. Well done. There, we got a kill tonight. Azai. Hey, that was special. Thank you, little man or woman. And he's done. That's it. Over, Scudovers. Bye-bye. Looks like he's going straight back into the bush. Alright, he's gonna start disappearing. Oh, that was awesome. That was nice to see. He's disappearing now.
Our girl is still around, still trying to find the other lion. What is she doing now? I can't really see. Looking straight at the camera. I've got my binoculars out and I can make out a little bit of her now. Shame, girl, nobody's replying to you. Maybe they've forgotten about you. Nah, she will find the rest. Archie wants to know if lions ever make distress calls. Yes, they do. If they're in pain, they do utter like a very shrill growl.
Yeah, we're being serenaded by frogs all around us. I'm sure you'll be able to hear it, all that chip 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 chipping. Our painted reed frogs, and this is a painted reed frog, although because we're in IR lights you can't see his lovely colours. He is sort of black and yellow striped on the top side, but we're rather looking at his bottom side now. But this one isn't calling. You can see if he was calling you'd see that flap of skin, that gular underneath his throat, so you can see it breathing and pumping air in and out. But if he was calling, that would be swelling up to reverberate the sound to make such a loud noise that you can hear echoing around us. Now, what some frogs do is, well, a lot of frogs do what's called satellite calling. And they will call in, timeshare calling, where frogs will call at sort of individual intervals to try and make sure they all get heard. And then these are known as satellite males, and satellite calling is basically not calling at all. So my assumption as to what's going on here is either this is a female, which is why she's not calling, but then I would think she'd be inundated with all the males in this area. So the autumn is almost upon us despite the frogs, and that means that the sun's going to be rising later and also setting a little bit earlier. So we're going to be having a time change from all of our drives from Sunday the 26th of March on the Sunrise Safari. So that means that Sunrise Safari and Escape to Nature will start an hour later, and the Sunset Safari will be an hour earlier. If you need the exact times, just pop over to our website, wildearth.tv, and set your alarms for the time change on the 26th to make sure you don't miss any great moments out here. But we are pretty much out of time now, so I hope you've enjoyed the evening, and I hope you've enjoyed experiencing and spending time with all the beautiful nature from our different locations. And what a way to finish. Sounds like Cedric got a live kill with his genet. So wherever you are, I hope you have a lovely evening, and we will be out at the normal time, currently at 5:30 Central African time tomorrow morning, and we hope to see you there. But have a lovely evening, everybody.